Hello, world. My name is Stephen Hensley, and today is Thursday, August 19th, 2021. It is 11:22 a.m., and the intention, expectation, and will for this video or event are just to attempt to brainstorm and come up with some ideas on around the game of life and how I'd like to play it. My dream or fantasy is to be or become a professional recording artist and songwriter, kind of like Katy Perry or something. um, I want to essentially create like puzzles or a game or something like that, some sort of interaction with my audience to make it interesting. I don't know if I'm like that smart, if I could actually like create puzzles out of like lyrics like that. Some people kind of can, I'm assuming. Some people do some wicked things with music, and that's what I want to do. I want to do some wicked things. I want to create some wicked realities or paradigms. I'm really, really fascinated by a whole lot of potential in the world and a lot of what has happened throughout history. I'm looking to create my own paradigm of reality uh, through like my acts or my behavior or my creationist acts or whatever you want to call them. um, and it's like I want to create like almost like a study group or like a whatever, kind of like a book club or a gaming league to study the game of life, or like a mastermind meeting or something. I just want to create like a group of people to brainstorm with and see if we can solve world problems. I know it kind of sounds silly because there's a lot of world problems. That's essentially what we do in business, is like we solve world problems and people pay us for it. And that's what I want to do, is I want to solve problems and get paid for it. um, so I don't know really what problems entertainment solves other than like boredom. But it's like media has a holistic component to it. It's helped me feel better when I was in need of some sort of assistance. I don't know how to explain it exactly. Maybe I was just lonely or bored or whatever it was. But like media has helped me a lot throughout my life. I've really enjoyed having the internet and having television and watching movies throughout my life and listening to music and things. The entertainment industry has me by the leg, or whatever you want to say. It's got me in its clutches. So one of the things I'm wanting to do is learn how to personify and project and like imagine uh, people, places, and things in the world as like uh, things to highlight and low light in my music. I'm wanting to celebrate things in reality as a public figure. or as an artist. Um, I'm basically one to uh, I don't know. I'm basically one to like celebrate life in dimensions in different ways and like document that or record that in some way, especially my dreams and fantasies. Um, I want to really get really good at like quote unquote manifestation, or it's like making shit happen, bring reality or bring dreams into reality, dreams and fantasies into reality. I want to be like a get shit done guy and a make shit happen kind of person. There's a lot that I expect of myself, and like I take it very seriously. I'm just not sure what it is I want to accomplish just yet. I don't have like my mission other than I want to write songs. Um, but I'm not sure what I'm going for exactly. I don't know what I'm looking to say, what I'm looking to express. I know I'm wanting to create a concept album or like a series of concept albums just because I used to love uh, albums that like the whole album is like telling one story, like different chapters of one story, and kind of like Pink Floyd's The Wall or whatever. Um, they did a really good job on that being like a kind of a little bit like a rock opera. Um, yeah, I'm wanting to create almost like a novel out of my music. I want to make it really fascinating and easy to listen to, but and digest. But like, I want it to be like repeatable. I want people to be able to listen to it over and over and over again. um, there's certain problems I'm looking to resolve or solve of my own creation as I solve world problems in reality. One of my biggest problems is I'm not that popular. And so, in order to become a popular musician or artist, I don't know what I'm going to have to do. That's something I'm looking forward to discovering and like researching uh, and like exploring. I'm really I'm really looking forward to exploring fame and celebrity if that's at all possible for myself. That's probably my biggest dream in the world is to become a famous celebrity. um, or a rich and famous celebrity. I love attention and like I enjoy rubbing elbows with people. I like it having like acquaintances and stuff and like having friends and like partners, collaborators. I'm trying to be more open minded and open hearted to like potentials in the world as I visualize and try to materialize my reality. I already have to some degree visualized and materialized my reality, but like that's been mostly like my family's doing, and like very little of it has been me. Um, I'm only 31. I haven't really taken control or responsibility for my life yet. I live like a child, and it's kind of offensive, but um, I've been dealing with uh, my schizophrenia stuff over the past few years, and so it kind of made me regress, and like it's kind of been a challenge in our reality or in my life, and like it's starting to cool down now. Things are starting to get better. um, Things are getting a lot better. I'm starting to feel more inspired and more motivated and driven to do the right thing. By the right thing, I mean like uh, expression instead of implosion. I tend to implode, or like basically like um, not. I don't tend to express myself very well. I tend to stay in my head and like in embody my problems and keep them to myself instead of asking for help. It's probably like one of my biggest problems in the world is like being afraid of shame or humiliation or of asking for help or having to apologize and stuff like that. Um, there's just a lot of stuff that takes a little bit of like strength in some way to face. And so I think I've been doing a pretty good job at like vocalizing stuff lately and being more open about my problems and my needs so I can have them met by God and his children. As part of what I want to do is I want to address God and his children in my music, not directly, but uh, like kind of directly, but um, I've been trying to figure out who I'm talking to or who I'm speaking with when I write music, and I'm trying to figure out like different characters to address and like uh, I want to create like recurring characters in my stories, um, like a novel. I haven't really heard too many people do that. Eminem has some shady. That's really a reoccurring character in his music. I heard he took a lot of inspiration from like comic books and stuff, which is really cool. Uh, all I know is like I want to be a really bright and brilliant, profound, prolific writer. I want to be a songwriter so terribly, and I want to help people uh, express themselves and explore their consciousnesses through music and uh, suggestion. I feel as though as a like I can create media with suggestion in it, like a therapy session with ambiguities and vagaries. It'll open up people's minds and hearts and souls or spirits or whatever to the music. Help them express themselves. I want to help people uh, move and express themselves, like dancing and stuff and singing, just through recorded media. I want to inspire movement in the world and like positive change and things. I want to inspire like a whole new generation of artists. I think that'd be really cool to be like kind of like an art teacher through leading by example. Because it's like I want to put a lot of effort into my music and a lot of like research and like example different uh, like tricks of the trade and techniques as I learn them. Kind of like being an informant of the army or whatever. But I'm trying to be an informant to the art community. Well, having a career in entertainment. 'Cause I don't really want to be a teacher. I want to lead by example. I want to example potentials that exist in America to citizens and stuff. Like like as if life is a game. Like that's my favorite like thing to do is pretend that life is a game and like challenge myself or like try to uh like open up to experiences and like do the best I can as if it were a game or a sport. I want to take life very seriously, but not so seriously that I'm like uh, a pain in the ass or I'm like boring or whatever. I want to be fun and enjoyable and like user friendly. I just don't want to be stupid. I don't want to be a moron or an idiot or any of these foolish things. There's a lot of like silly people in the world. I don't mind being silly to degrees. I just don't like being made fun of too much. I think that might be something I want to try to embrace though as I get to be more mature and grown up. I'd like to be able to like laugh at myself and enjoy the ride. That's something I really admire about comedians and stuff and like fun people. They know how to laugh at themselves and enjoy it. They know how to make fun of a situation. I just don't want to have faith in making fun of people too much or others. Um, but I do want to make examples of uh, character and like personality and whatever. Like make examples of different characteristics in the world and in people in my music and my artwork and stuff. I really want to highlight qualities and low light qualities and values and stuff with my artwork, and share my like personal opinions that way. Like I'd like to share my personal opinions while helping people stay motivated to share their own and like have an argument or a discussion about what it is they're experiencing with my art. I love art because it's like a little social experiment. It has like a little bit of a life of its own. It has like it develops its own like character and personality in its own way. It's really amazing. It's almost like it's living. Art is kind of like a living organism. It demands attention and demands to be fed, and it produces waste sometimes. The internet's like that for sure. The internet's a really incredible work of art. It produces a lot of toxins and stuff that we have to cope with and manage. But then we have to feed into it a lot too to make it work. And like people are doing that all day long, every day, all over the planet, all around the world. It's one of the most amazing collaborative works of art in history. I love the internet a lot. It's amazing. I want to be more a part of the internet than where I am. And that's it's like a part of my fame whoring thing comes from. I really want to be a famous person. I really want to be famous so badly. I do a lot to be famous. I wouldn't do a whole lot of idiotic shit or like put myself or others in danger. But I sure as hell would like to work hard because I like to work hard anyway. Um, and I like to like make a difference in the world. You know what I mean? Create change or inspire or influence change in the world. Example of things I can that make sense to me. I want to shape my character in the minds and eyes and imaginations of my audience with my artwork. I want to be like a international man of mystery, like James Bond or something. Um, I can't imagine what it's like going on like a world tour or something and like entertaining like millions of people. Could you imagine what that's like? I can't like begin to imagine where one would even start. How it like where would you start with that like explanation? It's like being in front of a sea of people. The crowd is deafening. I don't know. Be amazing. I'm trying to work on being courageous with my visualizations. Um, I'm trying to be more outgoing and bold and standing up for my dreams. and like the fantasies I have and stuff like that. I don't really want to cleanse my being of like a whole lot of potential. Like it's karma, like karma cleansing, and work on earning greater potentials in the world. Like with this game of life thing, karma is a big part of the game of life for me. It's like natural law. Um, I want to take advantage of natural law and like, or like sort of see if I can document natural law a little bit, pay mind and attention to it, and work with it like I said, like a game. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I just want to relax into uh, this video, listen to music a little bit. I don't want to rush any sort of conclusions or anything like that. I want to have like a really good video or make a really good video. It's hard to make a video that's hours long uh, and make it like entertaining, like a Hollywood film. That's kind of like part of my dream is to create like a documentary style film that's entertaining like Hollywood about the game of life, I guess. Like the game of life and how we play it. I should talk to some of my dad's friends about that. Because I want to create like a social challenge um, with life to inspire industry in the world, to inspire like the working body, to like motivate people and drive people to uh, want to work and earn money and have fun. I really want to work on like uh, lifestyle, relationship, and career goals, like quality of life. There's a whole lot of like things I want to make an example of in reality as I grow up and mature and learn to express myself better. I really want to be a recording artist and songwriter and like basically example myself in music videos and stuff. Like express different concepts and paradigms. Example human potential and freedoms of America. Or freedoms of the world, really. Remember, International Man of Mystery. Not local man of mystery. I really want to be like uh, one of the hottest men in America and like one of the like eligible bachelors in the world or whatever. I've heard like uh, gossip shows talk about that kind of stuff on TV with men and women, their attractiveness and stuff like that. We're kind of like immature in America a little bit. Our audience is really young sometimes, I guess. Um, but some people like that stuff their entire lives. I'm not much of a fan of like drama and stuff like that, like soap operas and whatever. But some people love soap operas, so I don't want to put anybody down. I don't really like them. I think they're weird. I don't know. I don't really know how to make sense of them. But I really want to create like my masterpiece as a series of concept albums and music videos and things. A career as a recording artist, essentially. I just have to really start practicing more. I gotta start reading poetry and stuff more often, and like writing more often. I think writing poetry would really help me express myself and help me with songwriting. I'm trying to figure out like lyrical acrobatics and like tricks, like I'm on a skateboard or something. I want to be a professional songwriter so terribly and play in the big leagues with all the other professional songwriters. They've taught me so much about like reality and life and history and like the game of life and like expression and potential and uh, fantasy, dreams in America, in the world. Music has been a huge inspiration for me throughout my life. I just want to give back to the community so badly. I so badly want to like become a famous songwriter and recording artist, become rich and famous, and then like spend all my money on investing in like the industry, inventing new technologies and stuff like that, including like softwares and whatever. Um, that's like one of my bigger dreams is to create virtual instruments and like softwares and applications for like uh, artists and musicians in the world, and like have it be like professional quality software and hardware. I don't want to be greedy. I just want to be super fair I want to have something I want to make. I really like Donald Trump and his like "Make America Great Again" thing, especially when it comes to like industry and like business and stuff. It's like we used to have a lot of really good like quality products that came from America, and a lot of products moved to China. So I'd really like to work on creating like American-made products and having them be fair and like affordable, but quality and like longevity. I want my like that sort of business, like my hardware and software business, to be more of a hobby for me and not my main source of income. I want my main source of income to come from songwriting because I want to be a creative, and that's the way I like choose to do it. I think I can't imagine doing anything else. I'm so lost in my life when I am not thinking about like my life on stage and like in front of an audience. It's just like makes me so depressed. So I have to at least fantasize about it. I have to at least keep the fantasy alive, or else I get sad. Um, so yeah, like act as if, fake it till you make it. 'Cause we're all actors in the world's best stage. Visualize to materialize. Ask and it's given, seek and ye shall find. It's important to me that like I work hard on expression or expressing myself. Or really it's important to me that I express myself. Not that I necessarily work hard at it because it's like I want it to come naturally. Um, I want it to come almost supernaturally. I want to be able to express myself really well. Um, in very uh, like creative ways, very imaginative and bright. So I kind of feel like it's like I'm working with a giant canvas and I'm trying to paint an image using my uh, ability to communicate. I have trouble staying focused or staying on topic sometimes with my videos because they're all improv and I judge myself a lot. Like I hear a lot of like criticism and stuff like that from my inner voice, and I too am a schizophrenic, so I hear voices, I see things that do not exist and are not there, and so like it's kind of like a challenge for me sometimes to stay positive and motivated in my videos when I have like a schizophrenic break or attack or whatever, um, or I start thinking or speaking in ways that are negative or down or depressing. So it's like I just want to celebrate the fact that like I've gone 40 minutes and I'm doing pretty good. I'd like to go for a few hours before I start breaking down. I'd really like to start talking about this game of life thing more often, or like my career, relationship, and lifestyle goals. Um, yeah, no, I'm really excited to get good at songwriting. I'm not so excited for the process of getting good at songwriting or the like amount of practice it's gonna take. Um, I need to see if I can find some exercises on the internet for writing poetry and writing music and journaling and stuff like that, different writing exercises. Um, different frames of thought. Like there's one of like imagining yourself as like an alien who like was capable of taking shape and form as a human being or inhabiting your body instead of you, and what it would be like to explore the world from a fresh view or a fresh pair of eyes. Explore yourself from a fresh pair of eyes or from a fresh view, a fresh perspective. Um, I've never been particularly good at writing. I don't feel as though I'm particularly imaginative or creative in any way. I use a lot of uh, like logic, I guess. I'm really like insecure and indecisive. So it's like I put a lot of like just sort of uh, reflective stuff in my artwork. So I may need to just learn how to embrace that kind of stuff and like see how uh, America accepts me as an artist. I really would like to be like a Babe Ruth of songwriting and just be able to like knock it out of the park on a regular basis, like hit songwriting. I just don't know if I have that in me. I don't know if I would be that talented or not. You never know until you try. But it's like I'd like to hire like a songwriting coach, someone who can help me put like a frame or structure around my writing, help me express myself a little bit better. I feel like songwriting and writing in general comes from like the soul. It's hard to imagine where else it would come from. I don't feel like it's coming from the mind so much as it's like the mind is being used as a tool to fabricate the experience, or like translate the experience, whatever you want to say. But I feel like writing really comes from the soul, or maybe from the heart. I'm not sure, but like it comes from somewhere deep, I feel. That's what I need to work on, is like uh, my ability to express myself, and just like my ability to be open. I think that's something I'm working on here with my journaling, is my ability to be open and non-judgmental, non-critical, just like fluid and realized, present in the moment. I feel like there's a lot that like I've acquired or gained from the internet in like a metaphysical way. I don't know how to explain it, but like I've gotten pretty smart from studying the internet over the years. Now, if I could just relax into that a little bit, I think I'd be better off. I think I'm a little anxious and insecure about being intelligent, I guess. There's always a dream of mine to be smart. And so, like, now that I'm seeing evidence of that dream realize itself as inspiring, and makes me anxious. And so it's like, I feel like a little bit giddy, like a schoolgirl. Yay! Things are working out, kind of, sort of. Um, that's something I want to talk about too, is my indecisiveness. I have a really hard time being insecure and indecisive. Like I said, things are finally looking up, kind of, sort of. Instead of saying kind of, sort of, I could have just left it at things are looking up. Um, but I'm kind of like uh, negative, or sort of like insecure or whatever. So it comes out in my work or my spoken word. It fascinates me how like you can kind of read into people's psyche a little bit through the way they speak. It's really remarkable. Um, you can tell a lot by a person in the way they communicate, and like how they hold themselves and things. There's subtle things, but like it means a lot to our unconscious and stuff. Um, I really want to make a good impression in the United States as an artist. I really appreciate America a lot, and I want to lead by a healthy and good example. Um, I really want to create like social experiments as an artist and be like popular for that. Like I said before, I want to create like puzzles and games with my artwork, and my music and stuff. um, just to keep it interesting, like lyrical acrobatics. Um, I'm just not sure where to begin with any of that stuff. It sounds like a cool idea. It's a lot easier said than done, I'm sure. But like, that's the idea is lyrical acrobatics and try to like make an impression in America. I really, really hope I can like write at least one hit song in my life. That's my fantasy and my dream is to write a hit song, even if I'm a one hit wonder. I'd rather be a one hit wonder than like a nobody at all. It's hard to know what America wants from us or what humans want from themselves and each other, especially in music and artwork. Some people get it. Some people get it like way too well. They just understand like way too much about like human behavior and like what we need and how to satisfy those needs. It's amazing. Like I don't know how artists do it, but like I'm eager to find out. I'm really interested in satisfying cravings I have and basically creating and satisfying cravings in my audience for my art and music. Cause like I crave listening to certain artists and stuff like that. And that's what I want people to have from me. Is I want people to have cravings to listen to my music. That's like good marketing and branding and advertisement and stuff like that. If you crave something, you think of a certain product, that means that product did its job with its marketing campaign or its branding objectives or its advertisement goals. Pretty amazing. I love artwork. I love science. I really want to. I want to look at my career as being a social experiment or a science experiment of some sort. I want to like embrace the whole experience. I wish I wasn't such a coward or so insecure. I wish I was more courageous and more bold and like outgoing in things. There's things I want in the world. I just don't know like exactly how to go get it. I don't have a exact like image or like a objective of what it is I'm going after or what I want from the world or what I want from God and like his children and stuff. I feel so like weird having wants from God and like his children. But we all have wants, we all have desires, we all have needs. I think my mission is to get over the fact that like we all have needs and we need each other to meet those needs. That's always the way it's been. I don't care how old you are or whatever, or who you think you are. It takes a village to raise a child, as they say. So it's like a team effort or like whatever, the group mission to be able to accomplish shit on this planet. You can do very few things alone in this world. And like as badly as I want to be able to do stuff alone, I'm gonna have to like make make compromises and I'm gonna have to make some decisions because it's like I'm not gonna be able to do everything. Um, so I'm gonna really have to refine what it is I want from reality and God and everything, or from the cosmos. I watched that film The Secret by Rhonda Burns. It suggested that we look at the cosmos as a catalog and that like we can shop for things we want in this catalog and use the law of attraction to like manifest these things into our reality. And so that's what I'm working on. I'm working on trying to be uh, confident in what I want and decisive in what it is I need and be open about all that. It's good I can actually have my wants, wills, and desires met. It's important to me that I open up to that potential in the reality that I'm living in because like if I don't, I'm gonna go without and it's unnecessary. I live in a very abundant reality. It's like abundant with opportunities and potentials and like a whole lot of everything. My family has provided for me so very well. And like I haven't really caught on too well as to what it is I'm doing or what it is I'm good at or what my strengths and weaknesses are. But I'm working on it. It's something that I'm paying attention to more now. And I'm really trying to mature and grow up and like be responsible and do the right thing and all these adulting things that like other people have had like community to help them with. I've been a little outside of society. I used to live out well, I live out in the middle of nowhere, kind of on a pot farm or an old pot farm. You know, it used to be pot farm before we got busted. And that's something I'm trying to be more open about too. Is like the fact that I like to smoke marijuana and like the fact that my family grew marijuana and stuff like that because it's really cool. It's just like it used to be really insecuring because it was so illegal and stuff like that. I just didn't feel comfortable talking about it, so it clogged me up quite a bit. But it's like I've lived a really remarkable life in reality, and Like I want to share that with people. I would like to share that with someone special, especially. Like I really want to find a girlfriend to marry someday. I'm really excited about that sort of stuff. I'm really excited to have a family and stuff. I just don't know if it'll ever happen for me. I'm hoping that it will someday, but like God has more control and more uh, awareness of what's going on with my timeline, my life, and stuff like that. I believe in it being God's will be done, and like uh, that. Like, there's only so much that I can do to try to like create greater potentials for myself and other people and stuff. I can be persistent, and I can be hard headed and stuff, but like that doesn't mean I'll get what I want. Just because I can act stubborn doesn't mean I'll get what I feel I deserve. And even if I do deserve it, doesn't mean I'm going to get what I want. So I have a really great potential where I'm at. I just need to refine myself a lot. And it's like I need to get my license again. My license expired like 5 years ago. I never got it like renewed. And need to get a car again. So I'm trying to like focus on like visualizing to materialize and trying to document like a dream journal or like a manifestation journal of things that I want in my life. But my license and a car is one of them, or like part of that. A couple things. I really want to be better at making goals and seeking achievements and doing things for myself. I haven't been particularly good at that sort of stuff. I've achieved a few things in my life, but like kind of let go of some of it too. Like for instance, I lost over 100 pounds at one point in my life, but like I've gained like 50 or so, 50 or 60 pounds back over the past like 5 or 6 years, or I guess like 7 or 8 years. I felt quite a bit happier when I was a bit thinner, but like I don't know what I was doing to make myself thinner. I think I was just more active and I wasn't eating so much. And I was eating more of the right thing, I guess. It's the little things in life that count. It adds up in reality. I have to remember that it's the small things in life. Small things add up to quite a lot when you add it up. Pennies turn into dollars someday. I think my biggest problem with writing is that I overthink it. I'm really like illogically logical, like overly analytical, and like crave structure and seek structure. Then it's like I don't know how to create structure for myself too well. It's like what that's what I wish I knew is I wish I knew a bit more of the structure and architecture of language. Like I missed out on a lot of school growing up. Like I just didn't pay attention. And like I have like I don't know what my reading level is, but like probably have a grade school reading level in education. It's not college education for sure. I wish it was. It'd be pretty cool. But I don't need a formal education to be a singer songwriter for sure. Um, so I'm not really sure what else to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the video lull a little bit and just sort of sit here and try to or meditate on what else I'd like to say and just sort of relax and listen to music. Smoke some pot. Um, I really want to start looking at things a little bit differently. I think I think I have a bad attitude and like a bit of a poor perception on reality. It's not too terribly bad, but I'm kind of a mess, and I would like to be like cleanliness is close to godliness sort of thing. I'd like to be closer to God by being healthier and being cleaner. I've been a mess my entire life. I've never been a very clean person. I mean, my room is a mess at least. Um, yeah, like I like to clean up my room and my home quite a bit, and like there's a bunch of stuff like that I'd really like to accomplish. But for some reason, I'm a little lazy and like sort of depressed. I haven't been cleaning my room. it's gotta be like out of hand anymore. I think if I tackled it just a little bit at a time, it would happen. It would like realize itself as a clean room. Um, yeah, I don't know. I want to be able to bring girls into my room. That's something too I want to get more comfortable with is like I've always been really awkward with women, even just like talking about women and like sex and stuff like that is really very uncomfortable for me. I sure would like to be more comfortable with my sexuality and and with my body and stuff. I'm not sure what it is I can do for that sort of thing, but like I'll work on it. I too want to talk to a friend of mine who's like he does muscle testing and I want to ask him about shame. If there's anything I can do to relieve my body of shame through muscle testing, and like if there's anything I can do to build confidence in my muscles using muscle testing. So I know talking about stuff helps. So I'm sure there's something I can do to communicate better with myself and my audience or with myself and others to get better results for my life. That's ultimately what I'm looking to do from this with this game of life is get better results with life. Like I'm looking to share tactics and strategies and stuff of how to create a good life through exampling. I want to lead by example and have a good life and just show it off. Pardon me. That's what I want to do as a celebrity is celebrate life and show off my life. Yeah, boy. I want a girlfriend again. Pardon me. I want to find someone special to spend my life with, and I need someone to teach me how to like please them. I need a woman who is willing to teach me how to please her and make her happy. Pardon me. I really like to relieve myself of a whole lot of negative self talk and limiting beliefs. That's something else too I'd like to talk to my friend about with muscle testing is negative self talk and limiting beliefs in my muscles. 'Cause I'm pretty sure you can use muscle testing and reprogram your muscles or recondition, retrain your muscles uh, to experience different paradigms or dimensions of reality. You store information in your muscles, and if you've experienced trauma in your past, you can carry that with you, I think. And so I'm trying to figure out like the right questions to ask him. Pardon me. Boy, I'm really looking forward to getting laid. I haven't had sex in like 8 years. And like I feel so awkward and uncomfortable with that. It's like they say first step to recovery is admitting that you have a problem. My problem is that I don't get laid. I don't have sex enough. And so I need to have that's one of my problems at least. I got 99 problems and a bitch is one. I need a bitch in my life. I'm trying to discover what it actually means to be happy because I've been so depressed for so long. That's like my tendency is to be sad and depressed. It's my demeanor or whatever, or my personality. And so I'm trying to change my personality or my demeanor or my attitude or whatever you want to call it, my character, by like meditating on it and acting out on stuff a little bit differently than what I have in the past. Yeah, I'll be there in a second. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Peace.